Good morning, friends. And here's my thought. If I'm being challenged by these days to the degree that I'm being challenged by them, I think maybe you're feeling a little bit of challenge as well. So I'm hair challenged, I'm shave challenged, I'm glare challenged. So many challenges, so little time, or too much time. Really, it's hard to tell. But I like this new camera. I like this new system on this newer computer. And I'm just going to read from my notes because I wrote some things out today that I thought might be useful for somebody. Probably you. You're going like, oh, that's very useful. Okay, so I'm taking a course called Path for the Courageous Soul, and it's just that. It is a path, and I'm finding I need to be very courageous on it, especially the last 5 days. I've really and we're almost done with the course, so it's just breathe. I'm telling myself, but you'll listen to it later, and I'll be telling you, just breathe. Slow down and trust the seance. And if you see my hand moving, it's because I have a cat. I'm going to prove it to you that I have a cat. Who's down here pushing on my elbow and purring very loudly because she's wondering why I am doing a video. Why don't I do a video about petting a cat? They're very spiritual, cats are. And they're also very manipulative, which I think all spiritual teachers are a bit manipulative. Okay, I'm going to loosen up a little bit here. I've got my notes. I've rarely done a video with notes, but I've got my notes today because I want to keep this from going on and on and on. So I'm going to maybe start it. No, I gotta leave it because it has the cat video, and that was really good. Okay, so I'm taking a course called The Path of the Courageous Soul, and we're coming to completion of it. It's 5 months long. It's got 2 more weeks or so. It's supposed to end right around the due date of my grandchild, which is about 2 weeks. So, I've mentioned before my continuing interest in the Mayan calendar. In each 260-day cycle, there are 13 auspicious days of change. And this is according to the Mayan prophet, sage, king, Pakal Votan, who lived from 603 to 683 AD. And he said there's 13 auspicious days of change, and there are 52 days within a 260-day cycle of galactic activation portals. Twice in each 260-day cycle, there are 10-day periods beginning with an auspicious day and then 10 days of galactic activation portals. I want to pause. I want to do this. I want to do this whole actor thing. I want to see if I can get 1 million viewers instead of 2. And they're my friends, and they only do it because they love me. And then they write a little note to let me know that I actually watched your video, and yes, it was helpful. Okay. This is day 9 of 10 days of Galactic Activation Portal. There are 20 solar tones. So when you are born on this planet on a particular day, you're one of 20 solar tones. And then you're also in combination one of 13 lunar tones. So if you feel like you're a bit loony, that's because of your lunar tone. But there are 20 solar tones and 13 lunar tones, and today is day 9 of galactic activation portals, which activate dormant DNA. So these galactic activation portals, the idea is that light's coming in and light activates our dormant DNA. Can bring your stuff up. I know it does mine. My interpretation are that rays of light shining, my interpretation are these are days of light shining into the shadows. I wrote it. It's just hard. And it's not, I didn't write, I typed it and then I printed it. So I can't complain about my writing because it's printing. "10 days of light shining into your shadows." You know, you might be working with it better than I am. I mean, just look at the collar, how the collar on my hoodie is just worn out. That's not from doing nothing. Okay. Just noticing coincidences. Today is the 9th day of Galactic Activation Portals, and we just completed session 9 of the Path of the Courageous Soul. And tomorrow is the completion of month 9. So 9, 9, 9. So tomorrow is the completion of month 9 of the 13 months based on the moon. The light keeps going off, and I don't know if that's affecting my camera, but I don't know how to stop it from going off. Maybe I just have to keep my finger here, but you would think, anyway, it's a newer computer. Maybe AI is messing with me. This is a real possibility because I know I'm paranoid, but yeah, I was just told by my computer that, they blocked 66 trackers. I don't go that many places on the internet or in whatever real life is. I don't go many places in real life either. I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to be more present. I'm going to trust the seance. Trust the seance. Trust the seance. Okay. The Mayan calendar, the 9th month, which we're completing tomorrow, is the solar month of intention, which is about pulsing, realizing, and intentioning. That's the act of bringing about what one's intentions are. If we're looking at the collective, there's a little bit of my concern that we've just not been intentioning that well. But I could be wrong. It could be that all this stuff that's going on in the world right now is based on the tarot reading I did at the start of the Mayan year, where I got lights keep going. It'll be interesting if it does this in the video as well. But in the tarot reading, I got the Tower card, which is the collapse of reality for the year. For the Mayan year, we have the Tower card, the collapse of reality, and the Hanged one, which is putting yourself in different positions so you can begin to attempt to comprehend what's going on in the world. So you got the world collapsing and us trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah. Path of the Courageous Soul is what's going on. And you too can be a courageous soul. Just watch my videos. Send me money. That would take some courage, sending somebody money at this time where it's like, what money? I'm trying to buy groceries. I've got a gas guzzler. Breathe. Slow down. Be present. Trust the seance. Let's all put our hands on the Ouija board. Here's a quote from month 9, and we're at the end of month 9. Well, we may as well make use of these last 2 days. To see more expands and deepens our wisdom. Even if it's triggering you, it expands and deepens your wisdom. My wisdom, our wisdom. And to feel more expands and deepens our compassion. You have to watch this video multiple times because there's so much good content here if you can get through it the first time. That was by Prasad Kaipa. So tomorrow is the last day of month 9, and 4/4, or April 4th, begins the 10th month of manifestation, or womanifestation, either one. Today, April 2nd, right now, April 2nd, no matter whether you're watching this on April 9th, today will be April 2nd. You just have to figure it out. It's just get in your head, just run around till you figure it out, make some story up, and then you can have a belief. And then you can act on that belief and you can have a behavior. You can be consistently doing something based on what you made up. But it's all right. It's the way everybody else does it. Okay. Breathe. Just breathe. Just keep breathing. Just slow your breath down. Just slow down. It's all okay. There's no point in saying it's all going to be okay. Like, we have no idea what it's going to be and whether or not we're going to feel okay about it. But I think that it's better to say it's okay as opposed to, I think I'm going to die. Just don't want to keep repeating that because it may happen. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm just going like, I am okay. You are okay. There's a book. I'm okay, you're okay. Let's just trust the seance. Okay. I'm going to keep this video. I don't know if I'm going to post it, but okay. Today, April 2nd, is a white planetary wizard day. Planetary is tone 10, lunar tone 10, which is to perfect, produce, and manifest. And that's also the month we're going to have next month. Next month is going to be at the 10th month of the 13 months. And the saying of, is so, and we're also in the white wizard solar tone, And the little saying on the page of White Wizard is, untie the past or its impact will last. This is ancestral healing. Just, you got to clear the stuff. You got to bring it forward, release it, integrate it, digest it, so you don't keep repeating it. Don't worry or hurry to reach the future. It surely will never arrive. These are things to think about later. Have a nightmare about it, whatever it means to you. And then if it means something good, then you can go, oh gosh, I feel so much better now. The white wizard, blah, blah, blah. The white wizard represents the power of the jaguar, the human, the night seer, the earth wizard. White wizard says, time is always now. The present moment is your field of play. Being on time with yourself assures you will be on time with your outer reality. Receptivity invites authenticity, transparency, and healing. Bottom of the page. I've maintained an interest in the Mayan calendar since the mid-'80s. I have followed and observed it regularly since approximately 2000. I've been studying with Thomas Hubel approximately 18 months. As I've read and listened and attended courses with Thomas Hubel, I continuously have wondered if the people that create the Mayan calendar each year are students of his. I've come to think that just because there's so many things that are said in the calendar, the things Thomas Hubel has said to me live, and I've come to think that mystical principles are just that. There's principles that are arising out of life. So a mystic is a person that pays more attention to life, pays more attention to what's being said on other levels through the words a person's using. What is the content of the character? And this isn't to judge and say, oh man, the dude should shave or get a better haircut, or, what are those glasses? Or, what's that blanket? But to pay more attention, not making up stuff about people, but attuning to that person that you're with. And when you can be really present with who you're with, including yourself, then you can begin to notice what's going on in your body. And the more you notice what's going on in your body, you can come to notice what's going on for you emotionally, what's going on for you mentally, and what's going on for you in the world of spirit. And the more awareness that you develop around yourself, the more awareness that you begin to become able to be with another. And the more you clear up in yourself, the more you can be present with another, and just your presence, not your words, just your presence can help them release and integrate their past. Just being present with them. So you just practice, see if it works for you. Today I take integration session 8. So what that means is we have 10 sessions where Thomas is downloading information about being the path of the courageous soul. And then we have 8, I don't know why just 8 when we have 10 sessions, but we only get 8 integration sessions. I don't know why that is. So I can't answer that question. But today we have integration session 8, which is supposedly to integrate session 8 that we had. But session 8 I found to be very integrating. Session 9 I found to be very triggering. It was about AI. That's all I got to tell you. And I just really haven't got, whatever getting it together is, I have not gotten back to a grounded, stable place since Sunday. So it went in there. It found my fears, and they came to the surface. That's why I keep in this video just slowing it down. So 22 minutes. I'd like to finish this if I can. This is the last of the formal integration sessions. I found session 9 quite challenging and went back to session 8 to help me integrate session 9. At the Good Cheer Food Bank, where I volunteer at the food bank farm, there was an 8-year-old girl there named Eva. And Eva said to me, "Do you know why 6 is so afraid of 7? And I said, "Why is that? Why is 6 afraid of 7? And she said, "Because 7, 8, 9. Who knew? Today and tomorrow are the last days of the galactic activation portals. Then we're on to month 10 of the 13 months. I made it through 9 minutes and 40 seconds of watching session 9's video again this morning, but then I got triggered again. So I will keep returning to it until I understand what is so triggering for me within it. And the last thing I wrote was, may we be blessed and a blessing. And I'm not religious. I'm not even sure I'm spiritual, but when I can say that I feel that I am spiritual, or I can say with authenticity that I'm spiritual. But what I can say is I'm interested in living life fully in the moment to the best of my ability, and it occurs sometimes. And I would say being able to be present is being able to be of spirit, of connection to this larger thing that's going on that may involve AI. I don't know. I know that a lot of people I've read, I've heard, I've read, I've watched videos. People are having spiritual experiences by taking by taking substances, mind-altering substances, so they're having spiritual experiences. I choose to find out, what is a spiritual experience? And I have an idea already that a spiritual experience is being present, is what, when you actually are where you are and are able to see the filters that you have that keep you from seeing other things, and then you begin slowly and carefully removing those filters, then you are possibly more present in this moment than you were at the start of this video, where I was. Okay, that's enough for now. 25 minutes and 59 seconds. I'll just stop here. Be well.